What's up, guys? How are you doing? Welcome to day 158. Okay, is it 158 or 157? I think it's 158. Okay, and today's training is going to be a bit lengthy. You know how I do it. At times I give it short, at times I give it very long. But today's training is going to be an interesting conversation in terms of coaching training. Okay, so if you're just tuning in for the very first time and you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Mobolaji Oyenuga and I'm reaching out to you from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, and if you're wondering what I do basically is I help passion owners, I help entrepreneurs, I help people with their services, with their product, with their project, in terms of elevating whatever you love in as much as it is positive to the next level, if you understand what I mean. So I've got my tablet here where I've made loads of notes that I want to share with you today, and it's around leadership with respect to influence. Okay, so these are two critical things that I'll be sharing with you today. At times you get to see so many people, Mark Zuckerberg of this world, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Gary Vaynerchuk and all that, and if they make points, there are so many people that are going to go along with the wave without being paid, without being forced. They just believe in them and they just go with whatever prediction, whatever focus, whatever belief they have. How does that happen? It is through influence, through their leadership. And I'll be sharing with you today how to influence, strangers, into becoming friends, and friends into becoming family in alignment with your set goals, with your set vision, with your set target. So are you ready? So I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get your pen and paper ready, okay? Let's go. Okay, number one aspect that you need to have, number one value that you need to have if you wish to have influence over strangers, which will eventually turn to friends, to family and all that, is that you need to have integrity. You need to have integrity in the sense that you need to have the value of integrity. You need to stick to the true side of your goodness. You need to be who you are. You need to be honest. You need to walk the talk and walk the talk, so that if you're able to maintain this as a matter of consistency, you start gaining followership, and by the time you start gaining followership, you build your influence over them. Influence building is not something that happens in a day, in 2 days. It takes a long period, because it's more like the way I started GBY Network of Entrepreneurs. It started late last year, and due to my consistency, it's been able to actually attract various passion owners, various entrepreneurs, and right now we are about hitting 600 incredible passion owners, 600 incredible entrepreneurs, both males and females, from across the world. How was I able to do this? So far, I'll be sharing with you. So number one value that I've been able to use is integrity. When you say you are up to something, get to a level where most believes in due to your integrity. Around working and actioning the talk. So when you say stuff, make sure you get them done no matter what. With that, you are able to establish a strong base in terms of your integrity. So it is important that you build your integrity. So an example, around my own integrity is, I remember early this year, I think, I was committed to a personal project. I was committed to something very big that really scared me, and that was GBY Mission 300. And I think in Africa, nobody has done this before. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the entire African continent, so far, I don't think anybody has done this before. So if you have anyone out there in Africa that has done what I'm doing before, okay, do let me know. I'm challenging you, do let me know. This is not to brag, but this is just something that just occurred to me right now. Because when I started the personal project tagged GBY Mission 300, the whole focus is to let people know that whatever you put your mind into, putting God first, it becomes doable. And early this year, I embarked on this personal project whereby I want to stay committed to going live every single day consecutively for the next 300 days. That is approximately 1 year. Okay, I want to be going live and giving values consecutively each day. And right now I'm on episode 157 or 158, and I'm about to hit 300, God willing. So I challenge you out there, if you know someone that has done what I've done in the entire African continent, do let me know. I would love to connect with that person. Okay, but so far so good. I don't think I've seen anyone that has actually taken this huge, gigantic personal project such as this. Okay, so back to the training. When I say integrity, part of my journey, part of my story was when I started GBY Mission 300. Okay, and when I started it, so many people, including myself, I thought I'll gas out. But because I was strong-willed, because I put faith in God, okay, I am where I am today. And because I've been doing same thing, giving value day 1, day 2, day 3, day 100, day 2, and on like that, this build confidence in people. This establish a level of integrity in strangers, which happens to make them reach out to me to say, hey, I see what you do. I can't believe you've actually gone live for over 150 days plus consecutively. How do you manage to do it? How do you manage your time? How do you manage your family? How do you manage to stay pumped like the way I'm pumped right now? Okay, so basically, when you stay committed to your goals, to your focus, okay, things become clearer, things become possible. And the next project that we've embarked upon now, is the big project, which will be happening in 2020. And because of my integrity, because of the level of consistency I've been able to sustain and maintain, okay, I've been able to get traction, not within Africa, but outside African continent. And there is a big project actually coming up 2020, which is tagged the big project. I'll be unveiling it coming this week, as to what this project is. And if you want in with regards to this project, do let me know. If you want in this big project, to letting you know how you can elevate your business, how you can explode your business, how you can expand your business, and how you can improve on yourself as a system. Okay, so number one key factor is that you need to make sure that you have integrity. And currently we are embarking on a big project come 2020. Okay, and we already have close to 10 incredible entrepreneurs within our inner circle, meaning that there is going to be a team behind the scene that we are all going to work together as a team, and we're going to make this big project 2020 happen. Okay, and I'm super excited as to what the future has in stock for the big project. So once again, if you want in with regards to this big project, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in a passion owner, if you're in a project, if you're in a service, or if you're in a product, okay, do feel to put it in the comment section. Do feel free to reach out to me and do let me know. Okay, and I'll be more than happy to actually reach out to you, engage you, and see how we can take things. Okay, so going to number 2, Number two, okay, is you need to nurture your followers. You need to nurture your followers, because whatever journey you are in, learn to create leaders. Like within GBY Network, this is what I usually preach. I don't want followers. I don't want followers. What I want are leaders. But guess what? A tree never becomes a tree. It starts from a single seed. Like the way I have mentors and they're able to nurture me, like planting me and helping me become who I am today, it's the same way I mentor incredible entrepreneurs, incredible personality, incredible passion owners towards becoming leaders. So I don't want to nurture people and you remain a follower. I want people to be nurtured in such a way that they become leaders that I can learn from. And they become leaders that can teach other people to become leaders. So by the time we have leaders, network of leaders, everywhere, the world becomes a better place for us. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm making any sense, you can just probably drop a yes in the comment section. I would love to know I'm on the right track. Okay, so what I've noted down here is that whatever journey you are in, learn to create leaders. Okay, this will serve as your chain of legacy, even when you are no more. Okay, the question now is, what do you want to leave behind? What do you want to be remembered for when you're gone? You need to let that sink in. Do you want to be remembered for being a liar? Do you want to be remembered for being a jerk? Do you want to be remembered for being on this negative side? No. You need to work towards being remembered for on the positive side. You need to leave a very good legacy in place. And who can help you push on your legacy? These are the followers that you've been able to nurture towards to become leaders. So it is important that for you to have influence as a leader, your followers, you need to nurture them towards becoming leaders. Okay, and what I have here is that note that your followers at some point have to stop paying 100 attention on your content and start focusing on theirs. So it boils back to what I spoke about earlier on. Within my community, I don't want people to focus on me. I just want to nurture them, hold them by the hand, pull them through, let go, and they become leaders that they need to be. Because everybody is unique and your uniqueness is your greatness. Okay? And there's greatness in every one of us. The way the Almighty has created us, He has created us to be unique. And because He's the perfect one, okay, your uniqueness is your great power. So you need to exhibit your uniqueness in your leadership. Okay, so I hope I'm making sense, because I'm pumped right now. Okay, so the other thing now is that note that your followers at some point have to stop paying 100% attention on your content and start focusing on theirs. This will create confidence, which is one of the key factors of any follower to stepping into the leadership space. The leaders you create, okay, the more leaders you create, the more leaders you create, the thicker your chain of influence through your legacy establishment. So what that means is that if you're able to create leaders, chains of leaders, okay, your thickness of legacy is going to be established. Okay, so it is important that you nourish your followers. That is how to create huge influence on your followers towards helping them become leaders. Okay. Number three, you need to do what? You need to have faith in your followers. You need to have faith. Nobody's perfect except God. You were once in their shoes. You once made mistakes. You once messed up big time. So even if your followers then are messing up and making mistakes, who are you to be so all over them? Okay, so here's what I have here. How do you expect to sustain your vision if you don't have any trust and faith on anybody. You have a vision, you have a goal, you have a target, and you don't have trust on your followers. How do you expect to survive with pushing your legacy through the world? Let me put it that way. Okay, so you need to demonstrate, your faith by overlooking when your followers make mistake. Rather, you need to ask questions. Okay, mind awakening questions. Those are the kind of questions you should be asking your followers. This will help their self-discovery on how to overcome the problem. Okay, so what that means is that if your followers are making mistakes, okay, don't be so hard on them. Don't be like, oh God. No, don't be like that. Let them make the mistakes. But to now help them, don't guide them directly. Guide them indirectly by asking them questions, self-awakening questions that will trigger their innermost self and will help them towards realizing a corrected version of what they ought to have taken that will now address the mistake they earlier made. And by the time they are able to realize that this is what you are trying to do, they are going to see value in it. And because they've seen value in the way you've guided them through your self-awakening questioning, they will appreciate you the more. Okay, because by the time your followers discover how they've grown through your questioning, they will return their trust in you as well. This will create the strongest bond. Okay, when your followers feel free around you, when they know even if they make mistakes, you will be there to correct them indirectly or directly. So number 4, who's pumped? If you're pumped right now, okay, do let me know in the comment section. I haven't taken any drugs. I'm just excited and pumped at the moment. So number 4 is that you need to listen more and talk less. Okay, you need to listen more and talk less. How do you feel when you have a problem and you're trying to relate it to somebody and the person keeps cutting you short? Apart from it sounding rude, it's like the person is not ready to help you out. It's the same way. When your followers try to reach out to you, talk less, listen more. And here's what I have here. Okay, ensure to listen more than talk. Okay, when you listen more, you show the other party that you care. The more you listen, the more it shows that you care, basically, and that you want to be fair with regards to their worries, excitement, or situation. So your followers could be worried, they could be excited, irrespective of the position they are in. You need to take it easy. You need to be remain calm, listen more, and this will give you a whole perspective as to what they are going through, and this will help you inform your best approach to that particular situation that your followers is in. Okay, so this is number 4. Number 5 is you need to show empathy. Don't be so hard. You need to show empathy, even if you're so good at some skills and some people are really messing up. You still need to show empathy that don't worry, everything is good. I understand. I was once in your shoes. I made a whole lot of mistakes. Okay, you're going to get better at it. You're going to get better. You need to show empathy. You need to show empathy. You need to ensure that you share your feelings with your followers by having understanding hearts as they grow through their struggles. Followers are going to have struggles. Even leaders, they do have struggles. And when your followers, go to struggles, show empathy, this shows how much you care. This shows you have an understanding heart, and this will make them trust you the more. Don't just discard their problems, no matter how big or how small. Okay, no matter how big or how small, ensure that you just don't discard their problems just like that. Treat both situations with most sensitive focus. Okay, and when you are treating it with sensitive focus, you could be a bit hard on them, but at the end of the day, you need to show empathy. Okay, this will go a long way at gaining the loyalty and trust of your followers. So once your followers are able to gain your loyalty, are able to adopt and get stuck into your vision, once you're able to get their loyalty, you have influence over them. Simple as ABC. But it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that you have to grow. It's something that has to build. It's something that has to germinate. Okay? So number 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, okay, is that you need to have something called emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. You need to make sure that you have emotional intelligence. This is all around you being sensitive. Some people, they learn informally. Some people, they learn formally. Some people, they learn when you are relaxed. Some people, they learn when you are strict and hard on them. So you need to be able to be very flexible when it comes to the sensitivity of your followers. Okay, this person likes informal, talk to him informally. This person likes it being formal, approach the situation formal. Some people like it being hard. That's when they wake up. Some people, when you relax, that's when you wake up. So you need to build your emotional intelligence so that you can have the right answer to the right problem. You can have a round peg in a round hole. You can have a square peg in a square hole, if you understand what I mean. And this is what I have here around emotional intelligence. Be very sensitive emotionally to what excites, hurts, drains, energizes your followers. Okay, that is key. It helps understand them. It also helps your followers see you as a safe, neutral zone of trust. So when you're able to develop and be flexible in terms of emotional intelligence, your sensitivity to your followers, they are all, irrespective of their characters, irrespective of their personality, they are all going to see you as a safe zone that they can actually rely on. And when that happens, they are going to have their loyalty in you, and they are going to trust you, and you're going to have influence over them. Okay, it's more like one of my agri projects that I actually did in the past. How I was able to gain the trust of the workers was that I ate from the same plate as them. I didn't do it like, oh, oga. No. After work, they wanted to eat. I sat down on the floor, bare floor with them. They brought out the food, and I ate from the same plate as them. Okay, and they were shocked that, whoa, we've never seen somebody do something like this to us. This is such a big honor. Oga sitting down on the floor with us and eating from the same plate. And with that was able to actually, build their trust in me. And they were able to put all the energy in that agri project, which is now, a success, if you understand what I mean. Okay, so let's move ahead. That's just, part of my story. Okay, so number 7, 5, 2, 5, number 7, you need to give navigational and pivotal support. You need to be able to pull your followers out of the deep mud and guide them to the dry land. Okay? Don't leave them stranded in the mud. Learn to stretch your hand, pull them out, and guide them to the dry land. Okay? It is important. You need to be able to stabilize the storm. Okay? In and amongst your followers. Whenever all seems very stormy, even when the challenges seems high for you as the leader, yes, at times your followers can come to you and come with a gigantic problem, and you might be overwhelmed by it too. You need to stay calm. Out of calmness comes the most needed space to think at discovering and directing your followers out of these challenges. If you don't remain calm yourself, everything is going to be in turmoil. But even if they bring gigantic challenge that is even huge, stay calm, and that will give you space to think. And by the time you're able to think, you'll be able to get strategies that can help you and your followers get out of that particular problem. Okay? So number 8 is that you need to have a very good, effective communication skills. If you want to influence, you need to work on your communication skill. You need to build on your communication skills. Okay, and you need to have the skill to direct the most complex task in the most simplest manner. Even a task, if it is so complex, be able to build your communication in such a way that if you are going to relay it to your followers, you relay it in the simplest of manner, that to your followers it does not look so tasky. If you understand what I mean. It was more like when I started GBY Network, okay, because of the good communication skills that has been exhibited within this close network of passion owners and entrepreneurs, okay, the retention rate is close to 99.9%. People that inject into the community of entrepreneurs, which is GBY Network, hardly leaves because of the value, because of the content, because of the inspiration, because of the energy, because of the fun, because of the passion, because of the unleashment that happens within this network. They hardly leave because they are getting more than enough. And all these values comes from effective communication. So you need to have and build good communication skills. You should have the skill to direct the most complex task in the most simplest of form. Know when to be informal and unprofessional with some of your followers, and at the same time know when to be formal, serious, professional when the situation at hand calls for that. Ensure that your communication has the ingredients of flexibility. Okay, that's something I noted down. Okay, and if you want my notes, okay, you can leave in the comment section notes and I'll send my notes to you. That's a promise from me. I'll send my notes to you. So if you want these notes, I will send my personal notes to you. Okay, so lastly, which happens to be number 9, is exemplification. Exemplification. Be an example to what you preach. Don't just say it and people don't see it in you. Whatever you preach, be about it. Whatever you say, be about it. Okay? And it is important because whatever your followers see is what they will do. If you understand what I mean. So it is important that, okay, you be an example that you've been preaching, that you've been talking about. Okay? So what I have here is that put your talks into action. Put your talks into action. Okay? And make your followers see this through your authenticity. So when you are actioning whatever you say, let it be in alignment with the authentic you. Let it be in alignment with the original you. Let it be true to who you say you are. Because when your followers see your failures, don't just claim to say, oh, everything is perfect. Oh, I'm so perfect. I don't have a stain on me. It's all good. Everything is so nice. People can't connect. People can't connect to your path, to your fakeness, which you claim to be perfect. Oh, everything is nice. Everything is going smooth with you. That's the look your followers are going to they're going to show. When you are claiming everything to be perfect, definitely when you're authentic, you share your failures, you share your successes, you share your struggles. With that, more people are going to connect with you because you share similar attributes. So it is important that you be a good example. Okay? When your followers see your failures and successes, they believe in you the more. Hence, high rate of influence on them. So basically, when people see the authentic you, they believe in you. And as a human, definitely it is compulsory. You have to go through failures, you have to experience successes, you have to experience challenges, and you have to experience overcoming these challenges as a human. Okay? So what makes you overcome all these challenges? What makes you, take some elevation to the next level are your leadership skills, and in your leadership skills come the influence. So your leadership is influence. So this is something I want to share with you today. If you've seen value in this, okay, you can leave value in the comment section. I'm more than happy to see that, to reach out to you to say, hey, thanks for reaching out, thanks for tuning in to today's training. And if it is worth sharing with people that you care and love about, go ahead and share this with people that you care and you love, and people that you hate as well. That's on the funny side. Okay, so on that note, guys, and if you're seeing the replay, you can just leave replay in the comment section. If you're tuning in live, okay, you can just drop live in the comment section. And on that note, guys, I'll be seeing you guys soon, and do have an incredible day ahead. Bye for now. Cheers.